Alright, we're live. So today I wanted to start the last part of the new event, which I just unlocked, well, today for me. Well, for everybody, I guess, although I know in Asia, the timing on the Asia servers is such that night for me is the next morning. So I've noticed people who play on the Asia servers get the new content and all that unlocked basically before I go to bed, actually. So I haven't seen much, but I heard that this next part of the event was actually fairly short, so that probably means I'll be able to get to the abyss. That should be interesting if I do get there. But I was just in the middle at the beginning of doing one of those what is it, artifact runs. I have enough time so that I don't really need to spend resin. How many condensed resins do I have? 2. Alright, so yeah, I've been spending them a lot recently because I I've been running ley lines for D-Look, basically EXP mainly, but also um, Mora, of course. Even though the game gives you plenty of Mora with the event, you still run out pretty quickly when you're leveling up a character. Where does it want me to go for that? But so far, every single thing has been here. So I'm just gonna stay here and go to the next save. And also, you can't enter the Serenity Teapot until you've done this, apparently, so one reason I really wanted to do this tonight, because I would much rather wait and do this on stream, even if it means sacrificing the Serenity Teapot stuff, than do it off stream. Oh, it's from 6 to 8. I saw the 8 and I assumed that 8 was the start time, but nope, 8 is the end time in that range. So let's go to 6:25. There we go. So let me just Alright, there's some sound settings that I needed to adjust there, but be working fine now. Alright, good. Let's get back. Return to the gigantic conch. Right, that's the other thing on the west here. And I know I haven't seen the NPC versions of the playable characters like Diluc, or I think I did see Diluc, but I know there are other ones around the area that I haven't seen yet. There... Huh, I wonder if... Oh wait, pale yellow scale, pale red scale? Oh, maybe I should have killed those fish first before picking them up, because one of them swam away. Oh, they're catching fish? Okay, fish blasting, right? Yeah, I've caught plenty of fish in my days here in Tevat. Oh, so I pre-did some of this. Okay, can I actually... Is that... Simply killing them seems to work, because all I did was shoot with Ganyu, and I didn't even collect whatever was there, but it activated the thing. Alright, let's go on to the next part. I don't know how they suddenly went all the way over there, but I guess it makes sense. This is where we need to go. It's too tall for Clay. But it's not even that tall. It looks like sounds like Clay uses third person quite a bit in Chinese. It's a pretty classic thing to do with kids, right? Let them press the button.
终于要见到你啦，嘟嘟大魔王！哼哼，现出原形。
可莉兴致真高啊！
终于骑士姐姐，加油呀！可莉给你打气。
Alright, also before I proceed, I'm also gonna change the audio to Japanese so that we can do Chiwa Saito when Jean speaks anyway. Right, back here and yep.
すごいじゃあ次はクレイの番だね。
Funny how Clay's voice in Japanese and Chinese are different, or distinctly different. They both have different tones, but they're both cute in their own way.
スイッチはクレイに任せたぞ。やったー。
Clay's Japanese voice does give very much a grade school vibe. There's a certain tone to it. It's not just high and cute. It's almost boyish even, because when kids are this age, right, it's harder to tell their voice or their gender by their voice, because the differences in the vocal cords and such, the size of the throat and everything haven't really developed it yet. So Clay's voice could be pretty androgynous, really, for a kid, whereas the Japanese version, but the Chinese version, it feels like it's very not feminine, but it's definitely a girl. Yeah, we'll go with you. It's dangerous to go alone. I mean, this is also definitely a girl too, I guess, but I feel like there's a bit more kind of a boyishness to it.
クレイ、なんだか緊張してきちゃった。もしドド大魔王がクレイを認めてくれなかったら、クレイがドド大魔王に負けたら、ドド子と一緒にいられなくなる。ママを悲しませちゃうかも。ドド子はママがくれた大切なお友達なのに。怖くて押せない。
They get a lot of mileage out of that shaking animation. So cute.
栄誉騎士のお姉ちゃんが押して。どうして？
そうだ。みんなクレイのことを守る。
ああ、これだけの精鋭が揃ってるしな。
どんな敵が出てきたとしても、俺たちがいれば怖くないさ。
Are they gonna make every single character have a line about the power of friendship and whatever? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, he gets 2 lines.
ドド大魔王はただ話をしたいだけかもしれないよ。それに、そうなの？
僕もそう思う。クレイはここまで頑張った。大したものだよ。
本当？うん、わかった。じゃあ、クレイ、押すね。スイッチ。ポチ。
Alright, let's see what's actually here, because we did see the reflections, so we kind of have a sense, but now we get to see the whole thing. Oh, and we get a proper cutscene, I think. You can see Jean instinctively trying to protect her sister. Oh! So we see clover shapes, like in Cliff, for the chairs. Da da da! Yeah, so everything has clover design on it. Yeah, it is like a gift box just for Claire. Or not just for her, but it's especially for her.
見に行かなくていいのかい？
見に行く？
So, can we explore this? Oh,
悪しき炎の娘。
Dodo-king turns out to be a
待ち
woman.
くたびれたよ。本当にも
Or
う。よくもこのドド一族の統治者たるドド大魔王様に歯向かったね。その勇気褒めてあげる。けど残念、これでおしまい。だってドド大魔王はこの私、
oh,
クレイちゃんのママアリスだから。
I wonder who the voice actress for this is. She actually sounds somewhat familiar.
アリスって、テイワと観光ガイドを書いた人か？
It's too bad Mona's not part of this story. I'd be curious what she'd have to say. I like how the record also pauses for me and for characters to
この
react.
島の海は楽しめた？照りつける夏の太陽と砂浜。なかなかのバカンスだったでしょ？ああ、探しても無駄だよ。私はここにいる
Yeah,
から。
this is. I guess.
今話してるのは
Actually, do people know about
私が
record
発明した
players in
アリス
Mondstadt
レコ
and
ーダー。
Teyvat?
ママの愛を記録して伝えるための機械だよ。
Okay, no, she invented it. Huh?
ほう、なるほどな。
まさか驚かせちゃってるかな？ごめんね。うちのクレイはおもちゃが大好きだからさ。ママとしてそういった気持ちには応えてあげなくちゃと思って。おもちゃってレベルのものじゃないみんなと会えないのは残念だけど、遠くからみんなのこと見守ってるから
Okay,
ね。
how and why? Why can't you join us instead of just watching us like a creep?
まさかアリスさんがこの件に絡んでいたとは。これは私も予想外だ。
みんな不思議に思ってるよね。どうしてこんな遠く離れた場所にわざわざ仕掛けを作ったのか。
I wonder how much of the lore of the islands then is also fictional that she
その島
invented
の
rather
一滴の
than
景色がすごく素敵だ
actually
ったから
being based
こ
on
の
real
喜び
people
を
who
みんな
lived
と
here.
分かち合いたかったの。だからいろいろと仕掛けを作ったんだ。
Fishing rod. I wonder if we can actually fish with fishing pole at some point.
クレイのママもかなり自由人だな。
Hello, Nat. Good evening. Thank you for coming by. I imagine you've probably done this already, but as you can see, I'm right in the middle of the first cutscene. I was excited to do this so I can actually go back into my Serenade teapot.
今誰か私の悪口を言ったでしょう。
But I'm glad I changed this to Japanese because Alice's voice is really nice. I'm curious. It's probably good in all the other languages too, but I don't know. I wonder who voices her if it's been released, because it sounds somewhat familiar.
聞いてないぞ。こっちの声が聞こえてるのか？
いや、このくらいアリスさんならたやすいことだろう。
どういう意味だ？
クレイの母親は神秘的な力を持つ万能なる魔女。
You're
驚くこ
omnipotent.
とはない。彼女はこういう人なんだ。
Yeah, I wonder what she looks like as well. Because she must be elvish to some extent, right? Or have elvish ears? Unless it's Clay's father who has those, but
さてさ
I
て、
don't know
今は
the
手
exact
紙のことや
details.
船のことを考えてるのかな？あと不評とエネルギーの層のことも。まあ正直言うと私もやりすぎ
Yeah,
た
it
かな
must have taken a lot of
と思う
effort.
な。でもみんなを集めるにはこうするしかなかったからさ。
I think there were other ways you could have invited everyone here. Maybe not as
それに
effectively, though.
その島にはいろいろな物語が隠されてる。かつて暮らしていた人たちの痕跡、ナンパした船、
Okay, so I guess
謎の機械
we
とか
can
ね。
conclude that all the
利
lore
用する
in
って
the
もった
islands
いないでしょ？
are real. It's not stuff that Alice just made up for Clay's
さ
amusement.
てさて、
Huh.
手紙を受け取った人は全員いるよね。ガイアさん、ディルクさん、レザーちゃん、 ジンさん、バーバラさん。
I noticed that they didn't sync up the cutscene properly with the Japanese audio. It moved over to D-Look while she was saying Kea, and then Razor while she was saying D-Look, and so on and so forth. So it didn't get synced
最
up.
後は頼もしくて頭のいいアルベドちゃん。
Wait, she even knows about Traveler?
謎の旅人とその仲間パイモン。あなたたちは私がクレイのために招待した大切な客人。クレイに素晴らしいひと夏をもたらしてくれてありがとう。島のすべては私からのプレゼントだよ。あなたたちがこの録音を聞いてる頃、私はどこか他のところを旅してるだろうね。
Hmm.
旅か
Yeah,
ら
where
旅
is
の
she?
生活は慌ただしいけど楽しいよ。これはそこにいる旅人もよく知ってるよね。
アリスさん、忙しくてクレイと一緒にいられないから、きっとこんなことを。
違うよ。ママはずっとこうなの。もし今この一件のことを深く考えていたら一言言わせて。私がモンドを気に入ったのは自由が私たち親子の望みだから。私はただクレイが好奇心と善意ある人に成長してほしいだけ。クレイの望むままに何でもできて
Pretty,
どこに
pretty
でも
sweet.
行ける。
The mother?
そんな子に
Alice?
なるほど。確かにアリスさんらしい考えだ。申し訳ない。誤解していたようだ。
なんかいいママだな。
Yeah, must be nice. Clay's pretty lucky.
クレイのママは世界一のママだよ。ママ、クレイはね、お魚を取って
Uh,
船に乗って
I wonder if Clay thinks that
いっぱいいっぱい遊ぶ。
Alice can hear. I guess Alice says she can hear, but is that... Yeah, how? It's still... Who was it? Was it Kea? Somebody said that she's near omnipotent, which is kinda... Yeah, what does that even mean in this context? And why and how?
みんなクレイにとっても優しくて、いつも助けてくれるの。
Right, Razor is not a very famous person, that's true. Maybe through Lisa somehow? But, yeah. Well, again, somebody said that Alice is near omnipotent. So, she's basically capable of knowing anything,
今
I
度はママも
guess.
一緒に来て遊ぼうね。
But again, why?
親子揃っ
Like,
て
and
自
how?
由な
It's
エル
kind
フ
of
だぜ
just cheap to say this character can do anything without explaining it, without explaining some plausible reason. Alice just gets to be,
そういえば、私
I
が
don't
この
know,
島に行った時
she's
も
like the
この
writer.
夏だった
She can
な。
just control the
砂浜に
control the
こう
narrative
やって
however she wants,
波の
and
下
she
に
can
耳
also
を傾けていた
read
ら、クレイ
everything
との思い出が蘇って
to
き
figure
て
out
ね。
which characters are doing what and what they're like. Sitting on the beach.
クレイ、あなたは夏に生まれた子。海と風の祝福。ママの子供として生まれて
From
き
the
てく
sea
れ
and
て
the
ありが
wind.
と
Now, does she mean that literally, as in
う。ずっとク
Clay
レイに
doesn't have a
プレゼント
father
をくれ
and
た
she
かっ
just
たん
got
だ。
pregnant from the sea and the wind? Or is it just metaphorically that maybe she got pregnant well, while at the beach or something like that?
この島を利用したの。古びた遺跡を夏の楽園にして、ドド大魔王の名を
Oh,
借
these
りて
parasols
招
are really
待状を
cute.
送った。
Everything's got the Dodoko style as well as the
異
four-leaf
世
clover
界の
style.
伝説に金リンゴって呼ばれる奇跡の島があるんだ。その島はいろいろな名前で呼ばれていて、人々の美しい夢が詰まってる場所なの。ママはこの伝説が好きでね。このお話と同じような素敵な思い出をクレイに作ってあげたかったんだ。だからこれはクレイへのプレゼント。
Wouldn't mind going to a little bit a beach
ピンク
resort
の
like
ように
this.
輝く砂浜。
Be pretty
不思議
relaxing.
なクレイを愛する人たち。それで3つの水晶だったんだね。花弁のような薄紅、 波のような水色、
Hmm.
秋の葉のようなウコン。
Not sure if those are what I'd go with. Like light blue, like ocean waves, certainly. Yellow, I would think of sand in this context. And red, well, I guess I'd think of fire, like
ア
clay.
リスさんにとってこの群島が4つ目の水晶なんだろう。海の真ん中に位置する緑に覆われたエメラルド、夏の水晶というわけだ。
クレイもママも普通の人より長生きする人だ。
Oh, okay. Then maybe they'll talk
私たち
a
に
little
とって
bit
時間は風のようにあっという間に吹き抜けてしまう。
about her race, yeah, because she's. So not only does she have elvish ears, whatever race she's part of also has the ability to live really long, which is a lot like how elves tend to be represented in fantasy lore. So there's something to that. So that still also raises the question: how old is Claire really? Because she looks like she's maybe 5, 6, 7 years old at most, but it could be a lot
こ
older,
の
right?
長い命の
That
中
said,
で
her mental state is clearly more in the 5,
子
6,
供の人
7-year-old
生のほんの
range.
一部でしかない。たとえ離れたくなくとも、いずれ自分の道を歩み始めることになる。
Yeah, as far as I can tell, yeah, Claire's the only elf we know, right? And Alice, and that's it. And we've never seen Alice. So I wonder if there will be some, I don't know, some country that we go to where there are more elves. I feel like in Teyvat, it's not a case where different countries represent different races, because so far, Liyue and Mondstadt and what is Snezhnaya and Inazuma and Fontaine, all the characters that we see from them basically are humans, but we occasionally see cat humans like Diona and her father, and we see an elvish human, or an elf, I guess, because elves already are very humanoid. I feel like there's probably been some others as well.
クレイ、ママはずっとクレイを愛してるよ。
Oh, I like how they
でも、
put Clay right at
マ
that
マ以外
middle,
に
huh?
も
That
たく
makes
さん
sense.
の人がクレイのそばにいる。
Middle of the four-leaf clover. And also the idea of the 3 gems plus or 3 crystals plus the island representing the 4th crystal. Well, Clay, of course, the number 4 is just fully her number, right? That's the theme of her design, because her design's based around the 4-leaf clover.
お友達や先生、不審がりながらもクレイのために島に残ってくれた人たち。
Okay, that was a lot shorter than I expected given the length of the
た
English.
とえ生活がどんなに変わろうとも、何が起きようとも、夏は消えない。人の愛のようにね。
Yeah, D-Look. Yes, so far every time you look at him, I don't know if they even have a facial expression for him other than bored.
クレイを愛する人がたくさんいるってこと。
He must be like, it's just like, I don't want to listen to this. Let me go home and, I don't know, take care of criminals or whatever. It's really hot wearing black and long sleeves on this beach. I don't want to be here.
そうそう、アルベドお兄ちゃんの言うことをちゃんと聞くのよ。ママ、定期的に様子を見に行くから。
Okay, so she did kind of
実はたまに
give the responsibility to
本
Albedo,
土に
huh?
帰ってるんだよ。まだ誰にもバレてないみたいだけど。
I wonder if Alice is supposed to be almost omnipotent. Does she camouflage herself as one of the NPCs and just like, yeah, check up on us or something? And Clay, of course, in the world, and maybe there's an NPC or some NPCs in the regular overworld who is supposed to represent Alice,
アリス
something
さん、
like that.
相変わらずのようだ。
Right, D-Look doesn't have a personal connection to Clay. That's true. Right. Neither does Razor, from what I can tell, right? Oh, no, Razor has Well, maybe not a friendship, but he fears her.
もしかしてアルベド、最
Whereas
初から
D-Look probably
気づいて
doesn't
た
fear her
の
at all.
か。
D-Look's like, what is it? Game recognizes game, you might say. He's a badass pyro, and you can see that she's a badass pyro too. Oh, the plush could be a camera? I mean, yeah, why not? At this point, that's not out of question, given what Alice is capable of.
そろそろ時間だね。お話はここまでにしよっか。ああ、そうそう。私が苦労して作ったこの楽園。それじゃ、みんな、グレー、バイバーイ。
Yeah, of course she'd be happy.
大魔王はママだったんだ。クレイ、なんだか嬉しいな。モンドの正門をドカンしたママも、反省室に閉じ込められたママも、変な手紙書いてくれ
Wait,
るママ
blowing up
も。
Mondstadt's main gate? She did that? Oh yeah, have a harem? I guess. I think it's a little early for that, but one day I'm sure if it
そん
comes
な
down
ことないよ
to...
ママは
Alice
すっ
seems like the
ごい
kind of mom who'd be
すっごい
very
大魔女だ
encouraging of
から
that.
いつでもクレイと一緒なの。だから寂しくない。クレイ、世界で一番ママが好き。
Oh. Yeah, she just doesn't stop.
英雄騎士のお姉
Oh,
ちゃん
you know what
は
that reminds me of?
クレイのこと好
Blankies.
き？
Actually, do I have Blankies on my, I actually don't know. Yeah. When Clay is jumping up and down, it reminds me of Blankies. Oh yeah, roll for me on each. Yeah, absolutely. They are definitely trying to get people to roll for her, huh?
クレイも大好き。ここでクレイと
Oh,
一緒に遊んでくれる？
somebody should make. I don't have the
そこを
skills.
頑張って作ったママが
Somebody should
くれ
make a
るから。
version of Blankies with Clay doing that. That'd work so well.
まだボンボン爆弾がいっぱい
Boom boom
残ってるの。
bakdan.
それにドドコもいるよ。
Fish
クレイ
blasting.
と一緒だといつも楽しいな。ねえ、早く。クレイが待ってるみたいだ。オイラたちも行こうぜ。
Alright, so now what are we doing here? Because Travelers can make use of Harpastum bombs to defeat monsters more easily. Only be used within challenge areas. Elemental skill. Okay, so that replaces the E. Straight shooters, certain amount of pyro damage to a single monster. Floaty, pyro damage to multiple monsters. And hot pods deal massive. Great is the crafting bench. Okay, so they're consumable. Basically, you need to construct each and every one that you use. First, let's just kind of get a sense of the area. Oh, there are those folks. It's not a huge island, but obviously we weren't able to see the inside until just now, or at least we weren't able to go inside. We were able to see the inside through some exploits, but I didn't bother doing that.
アリスさんはとても面白い人だ。機会があったら
Oh,
お前
nice.
も会ってみ
I
るとい
like
い。
the little
きっと損はしないぜ。
coincidence that given where I was standing, it looks like Kea put his hand under the traveler's chin.
たまにトラブルを起こすが、愉快なトラブルは嫌いじゃない。
That's definitely Kea's style.
ん？差出人の正体にとっくに気づいてたん。はは、そんなことないさ。俺ほど純粋な人間はそういないだろう。
Yeah, I found that believable for
最後まで
Kea.
騙されてたさ。
Probably didn't know. Whereas it seemed like Albedo might have known. Forget Kea is handsome. Yeah, he is a pretty good looking dude, isn't he? And he's also fairly tall. Like, it's easy to forget that he's just as tall as Zhongli and Diluc. Maybe not as tall as Zhongli. Zhongli's actually very tall. He's taller than Diluc by a little bit. But depending on which, I guess because we're not on the same level, it's hard to tell, but they're about the same height. But it's that because Kea is, he's a free 4-star, and you can't get free extra copies of him easily. It's easier to get extra copies of Diluc probably than it is to get extra copies of Kea. So he probably just doesn't get a lot of love, huh?
この世界で一番すごい人だよ。ア
Oh.
ルベドお兄ちゃんも認めるほどにね。
Oh, really? You leveled up Kea to 75. So are you planning on using him on your on like a regular rotation, basically? Because I do know he has a lot of potential if you build him up. Like, he can be very good for a lot of different roles. Especially since his cryo cooldown on the E is very short. And also, the time that an enemy or an object stays cryoed from his E is much longer than other characters. Like how Ganyu's charge shots, the frozen water dissipates or melts very quickly, whereas Kea's takes a while. So there's a lot of context where he can be very good from what I understand. Oh, you always used him a bit. Okay, cool. And what about the constellation? I think mine's only C1. I think I did pull a copy of him at some point. Maybe? Yeah.
ママ、
And there's another copy of him I could buy if I
き
wanted
っと栄
to.
養騎士のお姉ちゃんのことも知ってる。だってママは何でも知ってるから。
Oh, I don't remember seeing that animation. The little clap. Oh, against Abyss Lectures, I could see that. Yeah, you can constantly just do a lot of elemental damage. Not to mention the standard, like, what is it, superconduct physical damage he can do.
今度
C1?
ママ
Okay.
が帰ってきたらクレイと一緒に会いに行こう。ママ優しいから栄養騎士のお姉ちゃんも
Yeah, really want to meet her. I wonder
絶対好きになると
when
思うよ。
we will meet her. I feel like it's inevitable we'll one day meet her, but it's also possible that she might always be one of those people that were just behind or just out of reach. Maybe like 3 years down the line, after fans have gotten sick of waiting, MiHoYo will finally allow us to meet her or something like that.
ここのすべてがアリスさんの手によるものだったとは
Yeah, I could believe that from Jean.
真実を知ったからか周りの景色もなんだか可
Oh,
愛く
she's
見えてきた
smiling.
夏にふさわしい最高のプレゼントだな
He's probably married. Well, yeah, I don't know. They've never mentioned Clay's father or Alice's husband, right? If she has a husband. Being a traveler, so they mentioned that she's traveling a bunch, right? You would think that they would say she's traveling with her husband if she were doing that. Or that her husband is back home, or her husband is somewhere else. So I wonder, I feel like she might be just a single mother. Or that maybe Clay, again, was born by sea or whatever, and it was a virgin birth. Maybe not a virgin birth, who knows, but she was not impregnated by another person, let's say.
そういえばそろそろクレイと一緒に魚を取る約束を守らな
Those
くて
fish
は
won't blast themselves. Oh, that's such a good
旅人も
line coming from
一緒に
Jean.
どうだ
Okay, so let me just walk around here a little bit. A lot of crabs around here. I guess it's good for players because crabs can be pretty annoying to get. Like, if you want to get a lot of them quickly. And also, it takes 4 of them, I believe, to create 1 crab row. So, anything you make with crab row, you need 4. You're quadrupling how many you need. So, yeah, crabs... I guess it's pretty nice for us to collect crabs. Yeah, Venti. Yeah, it's too bad Venti isn't here. He'd really get a kick out of all this. These require... Well, at least I have plenty of... Lizard tail, yeah. I don't catch lizards well enough. And this comes from fireflies, I believe. At least have these. Right. Here's what I'm gonna do because MiHoYo still hasn't like made the controls here good. I'm just gonna go ahead and use mouse and keyboard just for this part so that I'm not gonna make 289 of those. But let's start by just making 40. Wait. Why? Oh, I don't understand what's up with my inventory. It's 800. It's not like I'm anywhere near close to the limit for these. Oh, Venti. Oh, I could see that. Actually, Venti has a pretty good line about D-Look. See. Yeah.
リルックのところに行って仲良くしておくのはどう？考えてごらんよ。彼の家には秘蔵のお酒がたくさんあるんだよ。あれ？なんでお酒を飲みたがらないの？そのちょっと香りを嗅ぐだけなら？香りだけ。
But yeah, you can clearly see he's got one thing in mind when it comes to D-Look. It's like, yeah, he's got so much wine, but he doesn't let you sample it? Oh, well, D-Look's not around to stop you anymore, Venti. But okay, I'm kind of confused why I can't craft these. Am I limited to only 20, maybe? Because I see that number 20 over here, and I don't know what that means. I make 19? How many can I even make? Only 2 is enough? Oh, each one makes 20! That's what it is. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to make a whole bunch so that I don't have to worry about, you know, coming back here constantly. But I didn't realize that each one makes that many. So you can make 3. Can I make another one? 80. Okay, yeah, so I can make 80. So, yeah, I believe you when you say only 2 is enough, but I like to just max it out and then work my way down. But let me switch the controls to thank you, I hope this is fun. I've seen some streamers play a bit of it, but I didn't pay that close attention, so I don't know that much. Let's see. So I guess all those parts where we hit the ball back and forth to break the wall that has a Humpty Dump. Is it a Humpty Dumpty or is it? No, it's a Dodo-ko picture on it. Those must have been set up by Alice. Because it was pretty off, right? It was weird seeing these structures with games, essentially, in these areas that were otherwise we were essentially exploring ruins and other things like evidence of human civilization. Too bad you can't actually sit on these. That would be really a nice touch. This music's nice, the tropical vacation music, I'd say. Can we lie on the hammock? Yeah, no, we can't. We can't even lie in our beds in the Serenity Teapot. I hope they add that at some point. Let's see. I'm just gonna check. Have I done all the Wave Rider races? Oh no, there's still one more here. I'll save that for another time. Kazuha story. Yeah. Me too. I'm pretty excited, especially since that's probably gonna involve tournament with Beto and such based on what we saw in the previous stream. And I'm excited to see Beto in the game, like in the cutscenes and such. Yeah, let's go here and see how the first... Also, how do we actually use these bombs? Straight shooter. And it expires at the end of this month. Still got 12 days left. Or no, 11. Every which way and one explodes into violent flames. Small amount over a small AoE. Oh, extraordinarily effective against cryo shields. If I equip it... Okay, so you can only equip one at a time, and then you... Okay, but you need to go into a challenge area to actually even start using it at all. I thought maybe I could equip it and activate it now, and then start using it in... like, once I enter the challenge area. Yeah, this is, actually, you know, considering this 1.6 update is what has been out for a little over a week now. Again, the amount of content already is quite vast. And it's easy to forget that we still have the whole stuff with Kazuha left to do. And Beto's tournament. And also, yeah, the tennis-style game that seemed to be there. Alright, now if I activate this... Let's defeat all opponents, but... What's to stop me from just defeating them the old-fashioned way? I don't know, so try this. Let's put up a shield. Why not? See. That and that. So you can equip it once and then start using it. But each time you use it, it seems to switch back to your regular E. Huh. Alice brought these guys here just for us to murder for Clay's amusement. Do they just have too much HP such that you want to always use the bombs to do? Sure. I'm gonna try using another one of the weapons. Specific bomb to kill this enemy. Oh, okay. Higher damage to a single opponent. Wide AoE. So it looks like we have one for shields, one for single targets, and one for a lot of targets. So let's use this because this is a single target. Oh yeah, okay. Holy shit. Was that 300k or was that 30k? That was a lot. I didn't catch that. So yeah. Definitely it seems like it's designed so that you pick and choose one of the bombs that's specifically kind of for a certain situation. Which I don't guess it's alright, but the way they've implemented it in the combat is a little inelegant. Or a little bit of a pain. Not too bad, but just a little bit. Use Hydro, you have the... Oh, yeah, the Vaporize. Alright, So that means we can have Barbara just wrecking shit with this, huh? Go to challenge. There. Alright, so before I do that, actually, I'm gonna go check out that challenge marker using the Wave Rider, because I will probably forget if I don't do it now. And I might as well just try to get that challenge done so that I can get my Primo Gems and other rewards and such. Also, speaking of before I forget, let's do this before I forget. Oh, there we go. Two Primo Gems. I need to use my... What is it? More of my artifacts. Just... all of the artifacts you pick up from the chests in this area have meant that I keep hitting my artifact limit. But thanks to that, now my Zhongli has over 50k HP, so pretty happy about that part at least. Yeah, if I had some better substats, as in if I had HP, flat HP on my artifacts and it rolled into that, I might have even been able to hit 51k. I still might be able, yeah, I think I will because my circlet, I think, is still not maxed out. I think it's level 16 with HP as the main stat. The thing is, it's a gladiator's piece, and it's rare that I'd really... It's like the amount of investment to go from 16 to 20 is a lot, right? And I'm not sure if it'll be that great to take a gladiator's piece up to... with HP as the main stat, up to level 20. Flower with for... Nice. Attack ER crit rate crit damage. Oh! Nice, yeah. It's always good to get double spread, and you've got... Well, what is it? Attack and ER are probably the two best substats that are not crit, right? Depends on context, of course, but generally, when you're building somebody DPS, it's like, you obviously want crit, double crit, but also, if you're not going to get that, attack and ER, I think, are the next best ones. That seems like a really solid start. Unfortunately, we all know how finicky the RNG can be when it comes to which ones level up, right? You can always just get a massive ER piece, which again, $15k. Alright, and I'll remove the marker. And let me go to the next area here. 3 awful substats, but 18% crit damage. Oh. Yeah, 18% crit damage, that's hard to say no to. Although, yeah, if you get a few good rolls on the piece, you can definitely eclipse it. I've seen people with like 40% crit damage pieces, which I don't think I have any piece that comes anywhere close to that. Yeah, actually. But all the other ones, if they don't have crit damage as the main stat... Oh, this one has 20% crit damage, which is why I kept it despite... Right, so we see a lot of enemies. I need to remember I should switch to... Try this. Oh. My guess would be that they've scaled the difficulty here such that It's just way faster to kill them using the bombs instead of the old-fashioned way. Yeah, let's just walk there. Not that far away. Probably the fastest to go to do it. That's only taken one shot. Oof, I was worried that Ganyu might die there. Okay. Oh wait, this isn't in the challenge area? Okay, fine. Alright. Along with wearing a cute little sailor outfit. Oh wait, where are you shooting? And then all of a sudden everyone dies.
バーバラ行くよ。
I guess this allows us to kind of almost play with Clay without having Clay. Because these Dotoko bombs, I guess, are very much like Boom Boom Bakdan. Alright, single reward. So this one was 3 opponents 2 times in a single challenge. Right, sure. Straight shooter, 3 opponents 4 times. Alright, I'm sure that won't be too hard to handle as I go. Also, I'm gonna check what the thing is. Without being hit by its mask's attacks. Okay, so let's focus on that. Try not to get hit by the mask's attacks. I think I'll go ahead and use Beidou. Actually, let's go all in on just overwhelming this enemy with Beidou and Ganyu. So I have lots and lots of options here. But either way, I'll get the one achievement to Okay, superconduct. Okay, let's do that. So, yeah, let's really focus on avoiding getting hit by the mask. Does it? The other attacks I can afford to get hit by, but the mask attacks definitely not. Wait, did I get hit by that? Damn it! I hope that doesn't count as getting hit, because I was shielded. Okay, the timing on that's fairly, yeah. It takes a while for him to charge that shit up. First. Yeah, I don't know if it counts as getting hit if you don't take damage. Ah. At least those don't count as mask attacks, so I can be pretty sure of that. Okay. Superconduct. Gonna do Anima, I think. Yep. Okay. Does this thing freeze him actually? No, it doesn't. Oh well. Okay, superconduct and counter. The counter, yeah. Put up Zhongli's shield. Ah. I still haven't properly gotten the timing down for avoiding those blast attacks, or the what is it, long distance attacks that he shoots out, like Child or the Abyss Heralds. Oh, well, yeah. I don't think I'll collect that because I'm not gonna be, hopefully I won't be getting Kazuha, and so I'm not farming for him, but let's see what, yeah, I guess that one counted as getting hit by the mask. Alright, so I mean, at least it's only these. They're not worth that much, but I still do want to get them, but I won't do it now. I have plenty of time to try to get them. But, nice getting some of the rewards. Don't really see any clues that would help me. I might just look it up at some point. But, see. Yeah, I'd like to go in with Barbara because Barbara does have the outfit. Yeah, maybe. Oh, they have. I wish I didn't have to constantly go into the menu to switch like that. That is annoying. That. Then still use this. Then they have shields. Some internet issues, okay. I'm gonna need to revisit that puzzle at some point. Because I did find the final mural and everything, and bring it to Saeed, but it didn't unlock anything here. Now that I brought the photos of the mural to Saeed, I don't have a way to actually see the picture that shows the water levels that are required. So clearly it's 3... Really confusing to me. I did figure out what the order of the tone, but it definitely doesn't correspond to this same way. Oh well. Alright, let's go kill some more hilly trolls. So far they've all been hilly trolls, I think. And I think ideally I'd like to hit 3,800, or is it 3,400? One of those of the currency today so that I can unlock everything that's exclusive from the shop today. But I might not be able to. I don't know if it's possible, and I don't know if I'll just have the energy to do it, even if it is possible, depending on how long it's going to take. But so far these battles have been pretty easy and straightforward. Yeah, you think you'll use it on her? Okay, yeah. 4% crit rate can be a pretty big deal, right? Definitely. It really depends on what your current stats are. Okay, so against these guys, I want to have this one. Oh, I unequipped it, huh? Do this. Then let's try. Oh, not that one. Okay, that killed that one. Okay, and then come on. One, okay, killed it. Now these guys have shields, so to destroy their shields, do that. It also just happens to destroy them. I wonder if there's a way that the damage scales based on your characters, or if it just scales purely based on the event. Okay. 300k. Take care of these slimes. I was happy to leave them alone. I didn't even notice them, but I guess they really wanted to die, so who am I to deny them? I am happy to oblige. Well, maybe not happy. I'm a little annoyed, but I can do it. Alright, so you can focus on crit damage. Yeah, 55 crit rate plus, or 55% crit rate before you get the double cryo resonance is, that's a very nice place to be. And since she is already cryo, it takes very little to get double cryo residence, right? Just like Ganyu. But yeah, I'm guessing like ideally what 200 crit damage, 220. I mean, 220 is kind of asking for a lot, but if you really want to build somebody as like a really top tier DPS, I guess in that range, 200 plus is probably what one would want. That said, I think 150 is already quite good.
みんなを守るからね。
Yeah. The thing about my Beto, she's at 100 crit damage, and that's definitely too low for a main DPS. It's just not cutting it. What happens if I... Put the mages first. What did I want to do? And do I have the shield one? Okay, let's use the single target one. Jesus, look at that damage.
元気出してよ。
He froze right before he hit me. 2750 attack. Oh, yeah. Oh, right, because, yeah, you have a quite high attack. Yeah, can't forget about the attack stat as well, right? It's not just about getting high crit damage. You need high attack to really activate that crit damage properly. Oh, so I guess every time we clear out a monster camp, we're gonna get another 300, essentially. And I'm guessing the monster camps just keep respawning. Because otherwise, you would essentially... You could run out of them before you get fulfill all the challenges. That would suck. But nice thing here is I don't need to go too far to go to the next challenge. And so far, they haven't gotten any more difficult. They've changed, but they're all about the same difficulty. Yeah, not too hard at all. Oops.
この仕事は排除するべきですね。お触り禁止。
Yep. Gotcha. Alright. Another 300. And what's the next one? How about this? Before I do the next one, I'm gonna go do try to at least attempt the final Wave Rider challenge, which I guess the easiest way to get there would be actually from here. Is my Ganyu's burst level 9? I believe it's level 8. Let's see. Yeah, it's level 8. I would definitely want to bring it up to 9 at some point. You can see I really just need the Mora at this point. But I want to get her up maybe 10 something 9. I don't know if I want to get this one up to 9. Not anytime soon anyway. I don't think it's worth the investment right now, given the damage. But yeah, the burst is, as you can see, at level 8, which is, you know, doing pretty well.
不思議。この島そのものがプレゼントだなんて、なんだか感動的だったな。私とは直接関係ないのに、
Yeah, it's pretty
心
moving.
が温かくなっちゃった。
Yeah, I could spend the Mora for that, but at this point, all the Mora that I have is gonna be basically going to building up D-Look, at least up to level 80. So that's my priority right now.
いろいろ学べた気が
'Cause
する
I
よ。
think Ganyu right now, I don't really need to work on her. it'll be nice to get her burst that much more powerful, but, you know, it's not going to give me that much more dividends. And I'm excited to play with Dilo because he's been super fun to play. Yeah, Dilo. It's about time, I think. I feel like as I build up D-Look, I'll also be farming artifacts for Beto. Yeah, because I want to have Beto at a good point, but it's gonna take a while because right now her crit damage is 100, and I want to get that at least 150. Yeah, but in the meanwhile, I'll also get D-Look up to 80, so he'll at least be playable. You know, someone I can count on to deal big damage, even if it's not like Beto levels at this point, because Beto's dealing pretty good damage. Aww. Ooh, had the angle just a little wrong. Like, he never had a mother, did he? Other than wolves. Okay, if I stand right around here. Does he always... He might always face you in a certain way that his hand will never actually clip into your character. Yeah, thing is, I really, really wanted to like Yanfei. And I like her, all things considered, but I think Catalyst users just aren't for me at this point. So I decided... At first I wanted to make Yanfei my next project to make her a big Pyro DPS, because I'm still lacking a major Pyro DPS. So, given that Yanfei is going to be on the bench for a while, and I still do want a Pyro DPS, well, I do have D-Look. So, and like I said, I love playing as him. I think he's super fun to play. So, yeah, and Clay, of course, but, you know, I don't have Clay yet. Well, I say yet, but who knows if I'll ever get her. We'll find out at some point. But even if I were to get Clay, she wouldn't get built at all for months. Yeah, not even a month, months, because I would rather build D-Look, to be honest. Unless Clay's playstyle is just vastly different from other Catalyst users, which, from what I've heard, Clay is actually one of the most finicky of the Catalyst users. So that doesn't really appeal to me. Oh, I need to go north. But, of course, she's adorable. It's just, again, she's not a waifu. She's adorable, but if she were like a, I don't know, if she were someone more like a Yoimiya, yeah, then I'd probably build her up and start using the hell out of her immediately. But she isn't. Sadly. Well, not sadly. Did I do her trial quest? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I already got the Prima gems from that. And the trial quest definitely gives an idea of what to expect. But I've heard that with Clay, there's quite a lot of like technicality in how you want to use her if you want to do like lots of damage. Like from the little that I've played Ningguang, I know that Ningguang's pretty finicky too in terms of pressing the right buttons at the right time and everything to maximize the DPS. And from what I've heard, Clay's even more finicky. And yeah, that part doesn't appeal to me so much. Eula? I mean, Eula would have been nice, but she would have taken me... Eula would have gotten way, way behind the line when it comes to building up, because she's a Claymore user like Beto, and she's a Cryo like Ganyu. Now, she's not like either of them, right? She's her own character, but I wouldn't have prioritized building her up anytime soon, even if I got her. Keyword hunting?
何がそうツンツンするな。 ここから身動き取れなくてどこにも行けないんだから仕方ないだろう。だったら楽しいことでもして時間
Right,
を
Eula's
潰
more
さ
of
な
a
いと。
physical character, right? Who uses
貝殻
cryo.
拾いはい
But
いアイデアだと
I
思わ
already
ない
also have
か
that with Beto, right?
ガキの頃
She doesn't use cryo, she
お前
uses
と一緒に
electro,
拾った
but
のを
she's
思い出す。
the way I use her, it's more just like she's a sledgehammer, doing lots of physical damage. So she'd overlap a lot with Beto in my eyes in terms of the usage. And I mean, they're both great, don't get me wrong, but given how much I've invested into Beto and how much I absolutely love the counter system, like the counter system just really by itself sets Beto apart so much. And on top of that, of course, she's got a great design and everything. I don't think I'd get around to Eula anytime soon if I had gotten her. But who knows? Maybe I'll pull her during a rerun, and by that point, hopefully, we don't know, RNG be RNG, right? But hopefully, I would have Beto built up, and I'd be looking for a different physical Claymore DPS. Because Diluc, of course, is another Claymore DPS, but the nice thing about him is he's very much a pyro character. Even though he does physical damage a lot of the time, when you use his burst, it transforms all his attacks into pyro. And using a pyro DPS, taking advantage of melt and vape, is something that I still haven't done like much of at all in this game. And so, since I've recently built up Jingchu as well, although Jingchu is of course still a work in progress, I feel like I want to experiment with the whole vaporize thing with Diluc, as well as Melt, using Ganyu and Diona as the ports. I think I like the idea of Diona helping out Diluc. There's just a great irony to it. Or Physical Gene, yeah. I really haven't even begun to think about how I want to... Well, maybe I've begun, but I haven't thought much about how to build Gene, because if I'm building her DPS, I think it would make sense to build her physical. In which case, I could just give her Kaching's artifacts, really. Although Kaching's artifacts still need some work. But at the same time, if I want to build her as more of an all-rounder, then maybe I could give her Animo set. But maybe just double Pale Flame, double Bloodstained is the way to go for Jean. Maybe that's what I'll do. Who knows? Still got lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of time to choose, right? Because I'm not gonna get Jean anytime soon. Probably. But always the chance. Alright, let's go for this. Oh, interesting. So this one basically requires you to... Yep. Stop fully. New artifacts? Oh no, I didn't check them out for Inazuma, right? Okay, let's destroy that. Do that. And over here. Let's make sure to collect each and every single one. Got some obstacles. Oh, wait, actually, uh-oh, I got... Oh, no, no, no. This wastes a lot of time getting grounded like this. Okay. Well, I'm hopeful that as long as I collect all 13, that I'll have enough time. Oh, nice. Okay. That's how it works. Okay, there we go. Alright. Completed it. And it ends me right near... Oh, this is right where I started, huh? Let's see... So now I've gotten every single thing here. I believe. Yep, 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 yep. Alright, I'm gonna go do another one of these battles. Over here. I think this is in a loop, much like the first phase battles in the water. Also, given that I've certainly got a lot of Mora, but how many EXP books? Oh, just 8. Yeah, I need to keep farming more EXP books. Also, I noticed you can't tell, from what I can tell, I couldn't figure out how to see this preview menu while using mouse and keyboard. There's no button to actually activate that. It's kind of odd to me. That it seems to be only available when you're using the controller. You said could be good on Jean? Oh yeah, what are the effects? Let's see. Oh, attack plus 18. Oh, it's a non-gladiators that actually gives you an 18%. That is nice. 15 more or more energy. And 15 energy and increase normal charge and plunge attack by 50% for 10 seconds. That's definitely a DPS one, absolutely. Wow, that really changes how a character plays. Huh. Really changes how a character plays. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. That could be good. Okay. Oh no, that's not the weapon I wanted to use. Let's do this one. Here, let's just use the burst. Nice. Okay, let's use her. But, you know, to be honest, given how much effort it would take to farm those, I don't think it'll be worth it to get the 4-piece bonus. It'll just take too long to get the full 4-piece unless you got really lucky. I'd rather go with something simple like 2-piece Pale Flame, 2-piece Bloodstained, or 2-piece Venerers and 2-piece Bloodstained, or 2-piece Venerers and 2-piece Pale Flame. Yeah. Unless I got supremely lucky somehow. Like with Ganyu, right? I happen to have a 4-piece Blizzard Strayer on her. And all the pieces that I have are actually pretty good. Some of them are really good.
Music.
Alright. I guess I just got really lucky with Blizzard Strayer. So maybe I'll get that lucky if I farm those too. Let's see. And what's the other set for support gene? Or I imagine it's good for supports in general. Oh, ER. Oh, a 5-star set that provides ER. That's huge. That's huge. I'll probably be farming that, huh? Or they probably exist in the exact same domain. So this is probably a good domain to farm quite a bit, huh? Because the 18% attack buff also provides... that's a very generically useful buff, even if it's not that powerful compared to the element-specific ones. It basically allows you another chance of gladiators. And it's the extent of the increase being equal to 30% of ER up to 75%. Okay, so if you have like a 150% ER, that translates to 45% damage increase. Wow. Also, yeah, that would completely change how you build somebody, right? Because that means the more ER you give someone, the stronger they become. Or stronger their burst becomes, anyway. Yeah, that's like a noblesse, but better, huh? Maybe not better, because, I don't know, I imagine noblesse will always have its uses. But, yeah, it offers something very similar to noblesse, but at the same time, a different, yeah, thing, the flexibility. Right. Okay.
裁きを受けよ岩山八九
See. Got that. And,
おさわり禁止
ah. Alright, we still have another wave of enemies here. Let me just kill this guy the normal way. And then... let's do this. And kill that. Right, got that. Spend 100 resin per day on artifacts. Oh yeah? I mean, I don't have artifact problems. It's just that I don't prioritize artifacts because I don't really care for farming artifacts. At most, I spend 40 resin on a given day on artifacts, but most days I spend it on talent books and such. But it's actually recently it's like I don't need talent books per se because and weapon material, ascension material, because I'm kind of done with leveling up the talents of almost all the characters I need. But you know, in the past couple weeks actually I've probably spent an average of 20 resin per day on an artifact. And that's because I do a one run every 2 days basically at most. Because I'd rather spend the resin on building up a different character to try out using, or a support to try out using, like Jingchu, than try to get better artifacts. It's like, every time I do an artifact domain, it's like buying a little lottery ticket. Right? Yeah, it is a lot like buying a little lottery ticket. And it's like, yeah, maybe something nice will happen, but most likely not. And I'd rather spend the time actually doing something that gives me immediate benefits, like building up D-Look with EXP, or buying, or sorry, not buying, but getting talent books so that I can build up characters' talents. Let's do this. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. That's gonna hurt. That, and then... actually, can you wait for the cooldown? Floaty Splody works pretty well. These guys... oh, nice. Nice. Got destroyed them. Oh, right, this bomb actually does a pretty good job of killing them along with destroying their shields. It built 3 characters at the same time. Yeah. I mean, 3 characters at the same time? In terms of artifacts, that sounds hell. 3 characters at the same time in terms of EXP and talent books? I mean, I've been building like 10 characters at the same time in terms of... maybe not 10. More like 6. Right? Because while I was building Ganyu, I was also building Keqing and Beidou and Diona and him and not Mona. And Zhongli. Yeah, I was building all those characters at the same time in terms of EXP and talent books. But like I said, I've actually reached a point where almost all my characters' talents are where I want them to be. It's like Barbara, I could, but... and her, a little more. Her, I barely use anymore, so it's not a priority. Her, probably this a little more, but, you know, that's not that much. So it's like, I spent a lot getting any character that I use to high enough talent level, as well as their weapons and all that. So, to be honest, after I build D-Look, depending on which characters I have, I might end up spending more resin on artifacts because I don't have that much to spend in terms of, or that much need for building talent. or talent books or weapon ascension materials. And also, they do give a lot of those from events too, right? Straight shooters. Okay, I should use straight shooters then. This. Eula, Mona, and Lisa at the same time. Right. And at least with Mona and Lisa, right, it's like, that makes very little difference. Right, because you're just farming noblesse. It's not like you'd be farming a different domain. Because you're not farming the Electro or the Hydro pieces for them. So it's just a matter of running noblesse slash bloodstained domain over and over and over again, right? In my case, it was it's the Pale Flame slash Millilith set domain what allowed me to farm for both Zhongli and, well, actually Zhongli, Diona, who else? Barbara, and not Kaching. What's her name? Oh wait, what? Use. Oh yeah, that thing kills pretty quickly, huh? Yep, Arbra. 2-piece Hydro and Gladiator for Mona? I mean, it really depends on how you want to build her, right? I think mine is actually Hydro, but given just how reliant Mona is on her burst, right? Or maybe not reliant, but her burst... Okay, fuck this, I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. The aim on that is just atrocious. Let's do that. And let's do that. Nice. Oof. And let's switch over to the single target again. Nice. That, I think I got the last achievement on that. Yeah, I feel like if you want to build Mona DPS, definitely double Hydro, double Gladiator, or maybe even double Hydro, double Noblesse. But if you want as a support, full Noblesse probably works quite well. Deadwood and co-op. Yeah, right. You seem to really prioritize co-op a lot, which, you know, fair enough. But for me, and I guess for Nat as well, it's not so much a matter of having that one fighter be all that powerful by themselves. Or deal damage directly, right? Because Noblesse 4-piece gives you or gives buffs to friends, right? Basically, or to everyone, including yourself, along with getting that burst damage up with the 2-piece bonus. Alright, let's run this one more time so I can at least get all the exclusive rewards from here. Yeah, I haven't played co-op in a while either, now that I think about it. The only co-op that I really do is go to do farming, or to ore mining. And that's one reason why I have so much ore. You might notice I have 1749 crystal and over 1,000 of each of these, and over 6,000 of these, but okay. That's because I make sure to try to farm somebody else's ore as much as possible. Ideally once a day, but that's not always possible. But I try to make that happen. Oh, whoops. Alright, now I have no limitations in terms of doing this, so let's actually try this using the power of my own characters. See if I can manage that. Yeah. Albedo's full noblesse. Well, so Albedo is generally good as a support, right? And you want to use his burst and do stuff? I don't quite know how to use him at all because the only times I've really used him were during the, was it the Moss event? Mist event? I forgot what the exact name was. But the one where you got to use him and his harem to explore the dungeons. Oh, full Petra. So. Yeah, that would make sense for a Geo. His damage is predominantly passive. Yeah, that's what I've heard, that you place his something down, flower down or whatever, and then you have other people do lots of damage. Actually, I should buy these because I'm building up the Star Silver, not Star Silver, the Snow-Tuned whatever Claymore, which uses that. The enhancement ore, the least useful. Buy this. I'll probably buy at the full shop in pretty soon, but also now that I've done the event quest, I can go back into my Serenity Teapot. I couldn't go in all day today because I was saving this event for the for streaming. So let's see how much I've accumulated. This flower Q, then switch to yeah. See. Oh, I'm close to the next rank. Actually, I might be able to hit that today. See, so I'm pretty sure have all of these. Yes, I did get the trust rank. Nice. I think 10 might be the max, I'm not sure. In any case, I think that also unlocks the ability to transform into the third area. Right, so... Actually, can I reverse the sword? Yes, I can. Good. Witch's Chorus. Oh, we got a record player! Nice! That's what the Witch's Chorus is. Sweet. And besides that, maybe I'll spend... I'm gonna go to the Realm Depot and... I haven't bought any of these fencing at all, basically. Oh, let's buy these relatively cheap ones, the 81. And I don't want to sound like a broken record, but these blueprints should just activate when you buy them instead of requiring you to read them in your inventory. Rank bonus. Ooh. Oh, even more stuff. But I'm gonna have to now exit out of this menu and go into this and do that. And now do this. Bundle. This. Okay. Let's speed these up. And I believe oh, that's why how people have this wind wheel or windmill thingy in their worlds. I've seen some people have that, and well, I haven't gotten it until just now. So I was kind of curious when you actually get it. It's too powerful. You only use them in Huta team. Yeah, it's like using double Merlin. Okay. Huh. Realm treasures, hard to spend any coins on blueprints. Oh, really? I'm the opposite. For me, the realm treasures, the only thing I've ever bought from the realm treasure shop is the transient resin. I am gonna buy out every single thing in the blueprint section before I spend any on like the hero's bit or the Mora. I want to make sure I have, yeah, everything. And obviously that's gonna take a while, right? Yeah, I want to just unlock all of the realm treasure, or not realm treasures, the blueprints. Especially with all the set blueprints that you have to buy. Those are expensive, and there's a lot of them. Alright, so this is the final area that I haven't... Well, now I've unlocked it, eh? Hey, how does it look? This is the mountains, eh? Oh, it's got these 4 levels, it seems like. That... Or this one's 1, actually. It's 1 level connected by a bridge. And then you got... Oh, another level here below. Ooh, this is really interesting. I like this. Now, it'd be a little dangerous to play Ultimate Frisbee on these fields, so I don't think I'll build Ultimate Fields here, but I'll have to think about how I want to build my house, yeah, and whatever here. There's a lot of potential for some fun stuff. Yeah, that'll be fun. Looking forward to it. But before I do that, how about I just... Well, you can use this as a dumping ground for now. For all of these, because I think you get a bonus for having a certain amount of points on 3 different layouts. Oh, you have your home in this setup? Nice. Yeah. This, actually, now that I look at it, this one might be the best one. Look at those waterfalls. It's so pretty. I mean, I don't mind the beach one at all. I like the beach, but I was kind of disappointed by the Adeptal one. It's kind of basic, I thought. And very annoying to get from place to place. Very annoying. Oh. This... This place sets all over the place. You're gonna let me place this here? Fit? It's gonna fit. Okay, forget about that one here. There. That's not gonna fit. Upper here. That. Oh, that actually kind of works out from a thematic point of view. It's like a little eating area. That one's not gonna fit. Kinda weird to have a fireplace and couches like this in a room like this, but take it, whatever. Yeah. You made the right choice? Yeah, I think this one might be the best one. I really think it might be, but again, I like the beach quite a bit, so there's that. Also, this one? Achievement for the 10. And if we go here... Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Alright, you know the drill. This looks like... I know people have called these Bitcoin mine servers, I feel like you put them out like this, and they look a lot like, how do you say? Uh oh, heat sinks. Heat sinks for CPUs and GPUs in your computer. You know, because those are designed to make the dissipate heat a lot, right? So you need a lot of surface area. Save. Inazuma area for TP. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I hope we get more areas as they unlock, because we've certainly gotten the areas that we have so far are clearly based on, at least partly, I think, on Mondstadt and Liyue. I guess the beach isn't quite Mondstadt, but the main building that you're given there is. Actually put this in this. Oh. That's. I still love that little comic of Tartaglia going into the traveler's home and just seeing rows and rows of these there and just like, how do you live like this, traveler? He's just completely shocked. Like, everything for the Adeptal energy, man. Everything for the Adeptal energy. I'm not sure if you can even open the door at some point as you fill this thing up. Let's leave a couple just in so that I have the flexibility to make sets if desired. Elon Musk, yeah.
華やいできましたね。この情景を目にできて感慨深いです。
But oh, companions too. I need to. Although companions, but what's my? How do I actually see my current Adeptal energy? Can't live in your own house. Yeah, right. You go into my house and it's just empty. There's nothing. And you go into one of the rooms and it's just. Yeah, the door doesn't open or close. Oh, you can't even climb this thing. This is pretty nice, though. But, let's see. How do I actually see the Adeptal energy I have? I mean, I don't want to bother adding all of these up in my head. But, let's see. I saw that number at the top. It's a 23,000, but I don't know if that actually is the Adeptal energy I have in this. But, oh, okay. There is a pretty easy way to see. But I think about it, shouldn't be hard. Like that. So we can have a little area with lots of animals, I guess. Hopefully the dogs don't eat the boars. Cats and dogs just basically ignore each other. They're all going to be facing the same way, basically, other than that one dog, which I accidentally rotated. I think for the Adeptal energy per load, the animals tend to be the worst. They give relatively little Adeptal energy for a lot of load. So... Oh yeah, I can't even add more. Ah, that sucks. I can't even add a single animal there, huh? Oh, I have plenty of load here, though. I really wish they just give us a number for the load. Also, every single setup I have, I want to make sure to have this on one side and this on the other so that I can easily get to them. I really wish I could just also place a cooking thing. And let's place some characters here that I don't really use often. Use the friendship EXP. Really want to get to using you, Jinyan, but your playstyle just doesn't appeal to me that much. Too slow. Place Razor here. Oh, Lisa. Actually, maybe what I'll do then is place other characters in the hallway here. Normally I'd place animals in this hallway, but I already have a layout that has all animals there. Let's put Ki here. Though he's good, I don't use him enough. And out of these characters, I think Chongyun's already friendship 10. Mona's really good, but I don't use her enough because she is... Okay, good. She is a support. Oh, that's a nice view immediately when you enter. Alright. So, actually, yeah, I'm gonna check my adeptal energy on the 3 layouts now because I think I've broken 20k on all 3. Well, thank you again for coming by, Ned, and good night. Sweet dreams as well. Oh. Wait, what? This one only has 13k? I need to place more items then, I guess. I guess the 23k represents the one with the highest amount. Because only the highest one really matters when it comes to the amount of like points that you get, the realm coin that you get. I don't know which ones are the most efficient, but just place lots and lots of stuff. Hope that I get Hope that I get 20k, because there is an achievement for that. And all things considered, that seems like a fairly easy achievement to get. So even though I'm not somebody who really likes achievement hunting, it's gonna give me some free primos. Why the hell not? The load is still is in the green range, so it'd be pretty safe. But I would like to eventually build this area up as a real area. Right now I'm just dumping everything in so that I can get that 20k. Go. Pretty nice stuff here. Yeah, these lanterns and such that I haven't used yet. How is that? Any better? Well, obviously it's better, but how much better? Am I close? I'll do that another time then. Let me go back to my main layout. And let's see, I've been at it for a little under 2 hours now. I'm pretty glad that I got through the story quests and such, but I still want to try doing the Abyss, but you can see I have resin. Here's what I'll do. I'm gonna run the EXP book. Yeah. And level up Helix a little more. I guess I'm gonna do more of the event to get more EXP books. But I don't think those EXP books are gonna be enough Wait, actually no. The event doesn't give any more EXP books now, does it? If we go to the shop, the EXP books, yeah, there are no EXP books. It's just Mora. So I'm still gonna have to keep farming Mora. So let's refine this. Oh, it receives extra EXP too. In that case, I'm also gonna have to level this one up fully, which means I'm gonna need Mora. But I have a decent amount of Mora for now. It's all gonna go basically back down to 0 once I finish leveling up Diluc, but that's a ways away. Let's see, where's the... So yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll run this once, and then I'll do floor 9 of the new Abyss. Maybe even floor 10. Not sure how I feel. But I don't want to stream for too long because, well, I do want to get to bed early-ish. Actually, yeah, I think I'll have enough time, though, to do floors 9 and 10. Also, I'm hungry, that's the thing. I need to eat dinner before I go to bed, so... Usually I eat dinner before I stream, or I eat a big lunch so I don't eat dinner at all that night. But tonight I'm actually feeling quite hungry, so I want to have dinner after I stream. So, yeah, that's one reason I'm probably not going to be streaming too much longer. But like I said, I think I'll have enough time to do two floors of the Abyss. Floors 9 and 10 are relatively easy. Oh, it's just this guy? Okay, sure. Oh, come on. Good job, ducking. There we go. Advanced resin. Let's pick up the materials. Okay. I think it's worth it to get him up to 70. I'll keep him up at 69 for now, because as I use him in the overworld, he'll keep getting more EXP. And he should just naturally hit 70. And I'm not in a hurry to have him at 70 because it's gonna... I still need to farm the Pyro Regis-Vine a few more times. But I'll do that off stream. But for today, on stream, stuff I do want to do are the Abyss, because the Abyss is something that I really do enjoy doing on stream. Pick up the ores while I'm here. I should have just used Zhongli's Dong. Get those primos from the Abyss? Yeah. That's definitely one important thing, right? Let's see. Actually, I'm curious, with the event stuff, how many pulls do I have now? Oh, that's not what I got. 298. Alright. Slowly inching my way back up to 300 plus. Depending on how I do here, I might get up to over 300 today. If not today, certainly within the next couple days. When an active character triggers a swirl reaction on a nearby opponent, they will trigger a shockwave at that opponent's position and deals AoE damage. 3.5 seconds. Okay. This one, okay, I guess I should bring what is it? Sucrose and Venti. Copper flower. We've got some cryo enemies. I definitely want some level of pyro character at the bottom. Top I could manage with someone like Beto, I guess. Cryo, Hydro, Anima. Okay. Alright, let's try this then. On the top, I'll have a team based around Beto. But since the swirl is so valuable, we'd want a shielder when we use Beto. Do we want Pyro? I don't think Pyro's necessary. Try that. Then at the try this. Yeah, I'd like a healer. Oh, I need a yeah, Pyro to deal with the Abyss mages. And yeah, have Ganyu. Yeah, let's see how that team goes. The difficulty level at 4-9 generally tends not to be high enough that it's that big an issue which teams I take. Yeah, let's go with the ER. Okay, so who am I facing? Oh wait, this looks very familiar actually. Okay. Alright. Kill all these guys. We have 9 enemies left. 7 enemies left now. Up a little bit. Oh shit. Probably should have saved that for the time. Okay, got the counter. Kill the big ass guy. Let's go here. Do that. Do that. Hear that. And do swirl damage. Ooh, nice. Then, oh, we got these guys. So, I can do swirl damage with Venti. Good. And do that. I came back here so that I could avoid getting damage from the cold, but... Ooh, nice. Okay, Venti... Okay, Venti's doing a ton of damage because of the swirl buff. I guess it's not a buff, but the extra effect from the swirl. So let's try to keep that going. So what I'll do is apply Electro and then do a swirl. Okay, there we go. So I have about 3 minutes here, I think. Plenty of time. I don't need that energy. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the exact same set of enemies as the last one. It's just a different effect. Okay. Okay. Kill them. Okay, got that one. I want to kill the mage, really. Oh wow, the mage survived that, huh? Okay, let's try this. And now time to really try to get this guy's shield down. Oh shit! Ah, that whiffed. That's okay. Get healing here. Nice. And swirl. Put up a shield just in case, and then use Ganyu to destroy him. Good. Let's use that. Maybe I can break one of their shields. That would be pretty nice. Okay. And let's use that for damage. Shit, I was hoping that... Okay, good. It'd be good to get her... Okay, well. I was gonna say, it'd be good to get her burst up, but killed him too quickly. Oh, it's up anyway. high ER, man. It's pretty good to have. Okay, that's no-brainer. More ER. Now we have a 40% extra ER buff on top of everything. Oh, we got a Whopper Flower? I think this might be... Yeah, new. I don't remember facing Whopper Flowers in the last abyss. So... Still have 11 enemies left. Field. Okay, let's break through that. Swirl. I don't think that got the proper swirl. That's okay, because now we get it, right? And use Ventis first for this swirl AoE. Okay. Let's use Diona because Diona's arrow shots still you can use Beto's burst ability with it. So even though her arrow shots do very little damage, still allow the Electro from Beto's burst to go to them. Alright, now to take care of their shields. Oh, okay, yeah. The AoE damage from the domain effect allows Venti to destroy their shields very easily. Didn't get the counter there. Let's heal up Venti a little. Actually, a charge shot from him will do a swirl, so that's pretty nice. And still have about 3 minutes left, so let me actually see if I can charge up Diona's burst. Yeah, there we go. That swirl AoE damage. Alright, 3 minutes. Let's see if I can do this. I believe there's some Fatui agents here. 4 Fatui agents. Putting this guy here. Do that. Okay. They killed. If I manage to kill this guy now, that would save me a lot of energy. Save me a lot of trouble. Let's try to get his burst back up. Nice. Get her burst up? Okay, yeah. Nice, got her burst up. That was easy. Yeah, floor 9. At this point of my account history, it's just easy. Yeah, that's the best one. Alright, everyone's got their bursts. I don't remember what we're facing here, but let's see. 4 enemies. Oh shit, we got some bow users, huh? Alright, in that case, let's take care of you guys this way. Okay, they're dead. Get the counter there. Actually, maybe Chi-Chi isn't needed on this team. It might be a little overkill with Chi-Chi on top of Diona. Because Diona at this point is actually a pretty decent healer for me. Certainly not as good as Chi-Chi, but between her shield and her heals, it's I'm having little trouble keeping people topped up. So I could have brought somebody other than Chi-Chi who could do a little more for me here. Okay. That swirl bonus, right? Alright, so I have a little over a minute, I think. Because this one you need to beat in 3 minutes. So let's see if I can do that. know which enemies are here, but okay, just these three. Huh?
ガンオー帝君のために超拡散形態
冒険だ冒険
Okay. That wasn't too hard, huh? Having, yeah, these massively powerful characters definitely helps. Alright, I'm gonna back out, collect my rewards, and I will also check what the enemies are. Hydro Abyss Mage. Abyss Herald. Ooh. Yes. I want... Actually, the same teams could work. But instead of taking Ichi, maybe I could try bringing somebody else who could help out against these cryo enemies. So a Pyro. Ooh, a Hypostasis. Right. Not sure how best to handle the cryo hypostasis. But also, let me put on some different music. Yeah, I do like to play my own music when I'm doing the Abyss. Let's see. What the... Actually, yeah, the beach stuff was pretty chill, so let's put on some more intense music for this intense Abyss challenge that we're about to do. This isn't DMCA. Yeah, let me pause that so that I can first choose my team. Which again, let's bring in Venti, Beto, Diona. Not. I said Diona while looking at Chi-Chi and then selected Chi-Chi. Maybe. Oh, I could try bringing her along for the crit rate. But no, I should bring a Pyro. I really should bring another Pyro. Let's bring her along. If all I really want is somebody to apply Pyro, she does the job very well. Bennett. Yeah, I think this could handle basically what this will throw at me. This one's the best. Okay. Go.
下がれ炎食いの剣トンよく見ておく風だ
Swirl going, guys. Yeah, there we go. Got some swirl damage. Kill the Hydro Slimes. Well, let's kill all the Slimes, really.
急ごうボン行くぞ
That hurt.
全部返してやるいやそこだ急ごう下がれよ逃げようなんて思わないでよね
And... Oh shit. The shield. This her burst. Kill this guy, and then kill this guy. And then break through that shield. Let's get some heat. Damn it. Ooh. He's almost dead. Okay, there we go. Oh shit, there's that little cunt. Alright, can I freeze it? Yeah. Ah. Okay. Well, at least there, you'll get plenty of time for this.
よいしょ。
私を甘く見ないで。
Do that.
酔っ払いさん。
行くぞ。
Okay, let's do that.
よく
Do
見
that.
ておけ。
Then here's that.
逃げようなんて
Yeah,
思わ
use
ないで
his
よね。
burst. That should help quite a bit. We have just one more enemy left.
甘いかにゃ。
Okay.
下がれ。
It'd be nice to get Yanfei healed, but that's gonna be a little troublesome going into the next round with so little HP. But let's try to work with it. Okay, we got the Abyss Herald.
みんながそばにいて。
風雪の縮図。
吸引テスト開始。6308式
Let's
7号式
do
50
that.
召喚化粧。
That.
燃えろ。
安全距離
Do swirl. And that. Let's put up Zhongli's shield. Oh yeah, he's powering up. Where's the heat? Over there. Swirl.
燃えろ。全力攻撃だ。
Okay. Keep him frozen pretty well, I guess. With Ganyu. Do that. I have like a minute and a half, so time shouldn't be an issue.
この仕事は
But
排
it'll
除
be
する
good
べ
to
きです
go
ね。
to the
おさわり禁止。ついて
it'll
い
be
きま
good
す。
to go to the next chamber with
出発だ。
召喚
with
化
as
粧。
much HP and burst energy as possible. Not quite as high energy as I'd like, but at least I got 3 stars, so I'll take that. I just hope I can get Yanfei healed. Burst damage, I'll take that one. Alright, I'm gonna go with Diona's shield, then go from there. Oh, this is good.
足元に気をつけて。
燃えよ。やよそこだ。行くぞ。
Do
風だ。
that. Okay, got her healed. Nice. Put the shield again. We got 10 enemies left.
これ
It's
が
her
海
burst.
山を滅ぼした力だ。
Okay, kill those guys. Oh shit, these cunts I'm gonna have to kill immediately. Do that. And do that with the swirl. Nice. Okay, we got 2 enemies left. They're both the big, what are they, Midi-trolls? I forget exactly what they're called, but big hilly trolls, let's just call them that. I'm gonna go over here. And now,
一緒に遊ぼう
it
よ。
is the first half, but given how much time I have left, I think I should try to focus on getting bursts up. Everyone's already pretty well healed, so no need to really worry about that.
下がれ。 足
Okay,
元に気
her
を
burst is close to up, and that's fine. I don't really use Yanfei for anything on this team other than just eating through cryo shields. Okay, got these.
剣女盤石。
Okay, oh, that guy's got
燃えろ。
thing. Alright, let's do that.
ここにある。
Then that.
吸引テスト開始。
みんなは俺が守れ。
Then use that again. Use her burst.
くらえ。
Good. Okay. I'd love to kill that Abyss Mage. Okay, good.
ガンオーテイ君のために。
冒険だ冒険。岩山八九。
So I guess I want to use Bennett and Sucrose a lot. Right. Actually, I should use the, Ganyu a lot because she does the most elemental damage. But Sucrose, I definitely want to use a lot for the swirl. Oh, nice! He targeted Ganyu's decoy. Let's do that. Let's use her burst. And do that. Yeah, target my decoy, please. I'd love that. Yes, thank you. Let's put up that shield. And put up the decoy again. And try to avoid getting hit by it. Use... well, I guess I should use Sucrose's auto attacks too for the swirls, because those work. They definitely work for swirls. The enemy already has an element applied. Alright. One more chamber to go. That's the only good one. Alright, I need to do this in 3 minutes. So floor 10 chamber 3 is one that I often have trouble with getting 3 stars. 2 stars every time, but 3 stars I've had trouble the last few times, so let's see if I can actually pull this off. I don't know what enemies I'm going to be facing. Oh, it's this guy. Okay, in that case... I haven't fought this guy in a very long time, so I don't remember the trick, if there is any, how to do it. Alright. And I know at the end there's a trick to killing it before it heals up, but I don't quite know. Or I do remember you have to hit a ball back at it, but I don't quite know if I'll be able to pull that off. Is it vulnerable? Getting some decent damage during these phases. I just really have to punish every single opportunity I get for damage, because as a boss it's not always vulnerable. Oh, that attack doesn't look pretty. Actually, it does look pretty, but it doesn't look pleasant. Okay. Let's do that. I got the swirl. Okay, now what are we gonna do? I know this is the final phase. How do we hit the frost fruits at the hypostasis? Break its shield faster? Oh, charge attack, shit. Okay. This. Oh, come on. Might not get it on this run. Come on. God damn it. Oh shit. Alright, that doesn't matter. But I sure would love to kill it right now. It's just, yeah, I'm not gonna get the time at this point. This team might not be so well set up for this. Alright, that attack I should, yeah, just try to iframe through. Not that hard. Conduct. Okay, let's do that. And the fact that you need charge attacks. Oh, I should use Venti. Yeah, I should, or Diona for that, because the speed at which a charge attack comes out for a Claymore user is pretty low. Also, as a bow user, you can hit it from anywhere. Oh, wait! The angle matters? The angle matters! What? I thought I could just shoot it from anywhere. Okay. Well, let's retry. Because I certainly am not getting 3 stars, and at this rate I might not even get 2 stars. But now that I've figured out a little bit more about this boss, I think I have a much better shot at it. Put up a shield first, and want to make sure to find when it's vulnerable. Okay. Do that. Come on, that was a waste. I should not try to do the swirl damage too much, I guess. Okay, put up the shield. Just hack away at it with physical damage. Okay. About halfway there. Okay, that. Roll damage. Okay, that kind of works. Shield. Okay. Got superconduct. Let's do some physical damage on it. Swirl? No. Oh, it did a little bit. Okay. In terms of time, I'm like halfway, but yeah, that's not good. Where are you aiming, Venti? Okay. Okay, good. Now let's back up and look for opportunities. Okay. Oh, come on. What? Oh, what? Why are you not? This is why I hate Catalyst users. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna retry, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get 3 stars with this team. Against this Hypostasis, the team that I have just doesn't work. I need a pyro damage dealer. Shield. Counter. Yeah, oh, also, the fact that the Hypostasis just moves so far means that with the melee DPS it just doesn't work very well. Conduct. Okay, let's do that. Okay, do some damage that way. Okay. Fine. Okay, do that. Get some more damage. Okay, that's okay, I guess. What? I totally pressed E! Oh god, the controls in this game sometimes, it just... The fact that it outright refuses my input sometimes is really frustrating. Now, use her. Okay, put up the shield. And use her charge attacks, yeah? Okay. Go. I'm gonna have to wait for another one. Okay, good. Oh no! Ah! Okay, that wasted a lot of time. Okay. Go all in with Beta right now. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Ah, shit. No, that wasn't enough. Am I gonna have to do it again? Yeah, I'm definitely not 3-starring this with this team. It's just not doable. I don't do damage fast enough, and the final phase just takes too long, and I don't have anyone who's capable of doing charge attacks fast enough to make it work. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, god damn it. God damn it, Yanfei. Yeah, this is why, again, I'm just not gonna use Catalyst users. I really wanted to like Yanfei. I really wanted to use her as my next DPS. But not Clay. Clay is even worse than Yanfei from what I've heard. In terms of just finickiness of using. So that's why I'm building D-Look as my DPS. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for 2 stars here. Yeah, so the thing is, Clay, all of their charge attacks are fine, but it has to do with what weapon they use, right? And the fact that the game controls in this game, or the controls in this game are very finicky and very bad about actually listening to your inputs at times. And for a case like this where you're racing against the clock, having to deal with that while also dealing with the enemy, it's not fun. So, I mean, a Claymore user is better than a Catalyst user for this situation, but even so, it's not that great. I'd rather go in with a regular sword user. If I had a regular sword user, I could probably handle that alright. But, yeah. The fact that when I was trying to do a charge attack with Yanfei, so it has nothing to do with damage, you understand that, right? It has nothing to do with damage here, it has everything to do with the controls. The fact that when I was trying to do a charge attack with Yanfei, Yanfei did a normal attack. And that has to do with just the absolute awful controls in this game. Or, not the controls are fine, but the way the game just is very poorly programmed when it comes to reading your controls. So I just would rather not deal with that at all when it comes to using, yeah, how terrible it is to use a Catalyst user. The Gladiator's Intoxication and Spring Kettle. So those are both goblets, I think. So it's like if I press the circle button and hold it down, I expect Yanfei to do a charge attack, but she didn't, you know. And that's just not how a game should control. When a game says hold down the circle, when you have stamina, it will do a charge attack. I expect it to do a charge attack every time. That one? Oh, actually, no, I got that one before. That one's pretty good, actually, as a pyro. I might end up using that as an off-piece for D-Look or something like that. That one's garbage. That's the one I got from the Abyss. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the game music. And let me go to... go to my Serenity pot and make some condensed resin just to spend the resin. Actually, here's what I'll do. Make one condensed resin. And I'll also go run the pyrohypostasis, because I need to run that up a bunch of times if I want to keep leveling up my D-Look. And then I'll call it a stream. 2.5 hours, a little more. So I guess for me at this point, 2.5 hours is probably on the shorter side, but not by that much. On a weeknight, I think it makes sense. I think tomorrow I'll probably be streaming, and I have work off actually because of a holiday called Juneteenth, which I hadn't even heard about until like last year. And even now, I don't really know what it's all about, and I don't particularly care. But I get the day off work, so I'll probably do some streaming a little earlier than usual, and probably do a bit of Ninja Gaiden as well. So that should be fun.
みんなを守るからね。
Yeah, let's do
瑠
that.
璃のように落ちなさい。
Almost never with clay? Okay. Yep. I mean, I heard that trying to make clay do a lot of, and it might just be the charge attacks in particular, but trying to make clay do a lot of damage, you need to have a very good knowledge of the technicalities of her animations and how to build how to maximize her damage that way. Okay, let's end this stream with a pull then. Okay, let me go somewhere safe first. Also, I think I forgot to pick up my rewards from this charge attacking into Venti Toilet. I guess that would do it. Charge attack to Venti Toilet does generally a pretty good source of damage. These rewards. $299. Yeah. Oh yeah, I need just 3 more Primo Gems and I'll hit 300. But let's see what I get here. Nothing as expected. That's what my history is anyway. Okay, I'm still far from pity for 4-star, and then also for the 5-star. I have 18 into pity for a 5-star. But alright, yeah, I guess I'll call that a stream now. Thank you so much for coming by. Like I said, I might be streaming tomorrow, like I said, a little earlier than usual. I think I'll probably start with... I don't know, I'll have to think about it, but I'm probably going to play both Genshin and Ninja Gaiden tomorrow. So that's something to look forward to. But until then, hope everyone else has a good rest of the evening and a happy Friday to everyone tomorrow. And yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.
知ってるか総選儀式が
総選儀式また良くないことが起きたの？
はあ